What's up, guys? Brian Grant here of ContestChampion.com, and day 3 of Mastery Week will be continuing later on tonight. I'm actually very excited about the video that I'm working on right now, but I need more time on it, so as I continue to work on that, I did just want to take a moment here to keep you guys up to date with the current news in Marvel Contest of Champions. If we head on over to the official forums here, you can see that they re-announced Act 5. Act 5 arrives, and it'll be arriving on Tuesday, March 28th at 10 a.m. PDT, which is 1 p.m. Eastern Time, my time zone. And I'm actually going to be doing a live stream that day right here on YouTube. I'm not going to be making a full return to live streaming on YouTube. It's not going to be an everyday thing, guys. I'm sorry. I know some of you have expressed it very clearly that you would love to see me return to streaming on YouTube, but I like the current format of uploading videos to YouTube and streaming on Twitch. So sorry, guys, but hopefully some of you will be happy that I'll at least be doing this live stream on YouTube for Act 5. They go on to talk a bit more about Act 5 and kind of their design decisions and stuff like that. Really good stuff, really cool to see. It was a good read through. I'm not going to be reading it word for word here for you guys, but I will include a link in the description of this video if you want to check it out for yourself. But for everyone worried about the difficulty, for everyone who is worried about this word right here, degeneration, it seems like they say that 440s took very little damage as long as they played relatively aggressively. So, and they say especially with a class advantage. So, yeah, taking in some 440s and with some class diversity seems like that's all you need, guys. I don't know. It's a little bit worrisome actually for the people who have like high-level 5-star champions. Might be a little bit too easy for them, but yeah, for the 440 people out there, seems like it's not going to be too bad at all. This is for the 300 attack boost and degeneration node that they have. They talk about breakthrough here, which is the node that has a huge amount of armor rating on the opponents, but every time you land a hit, you reduce it by 200. So once you land 25 hits, then you're good to go to coast through the rest of the fight, it seems. They have this life transfer one, which this one is pretty exciting. It sounds really good, actually. Degeneration, it's like a fairly steep degeneration, but you also steal 125% of the damage you deal as health. And just thinking about it, like, I mean, if we're hitting for, you know, like 500 to 1,000 on every single hit, and you're stealing 125% of that health, it sounds like 2% degen is like nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. It sounds like you should be able to stay at full life pretty easy on this one. They go on to talk about a case where they saw one of the testers playing as Storm, and they used a special 2 and they were back at full health. So that sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty interesting. Burden of Might is the next node here that they have, and basically this one, if you have buffs, you can't really gain power. And if you're able to gain power through champions that don't have a buff, you're able to gain a high crit rate, up to 25% it seems. So that's pretty interesting there as well. They have Brute Force here, which is another degeneration based node, but you turn off the degeneration as long as you can land a hit every 6 seconds. So that one sounds pretty interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to play out actually. I think I could land hits every 6 seconds. I don't know. It'll be kind of interesting to see. So yeah, we'll just have to see when it comes out. I'm going to be trying to do a one-time clear of Act 5 that day. I don't have a ton of time, and I don't really want to burn through all of the content in that first day. I feel like I'll be kind of bored if I do that, if I just burn through all the content in one day, if I do a one-time, in one day, if I explore the entire Chapter 1. I feel like I'll just go through the content a little too quick. So that day I am just going to do a one-time completion and then maybe work on some videos in the following days of some tips to get through there and stuff like that. So we'll see how it is. It sounds like 440s is all you need, so it doesn't sound like it's going to be anything too insane. But this is just Chapter 1, so I guess that's kind of to be expected. Kabam is also going to be releasing patch 12.1 the day before Act 5 hits, and this is mostly a bug fix patch, which I think is all we really need at the moment. It's just for them to squash some of these bugs going on in the game. And I'm not going to read through the entire list of bugs that they're fixing here. You can kind of just, pause the video if you want to check this out for yourself. I will call out a couple of things though. They talk about optimizations And it sounds like this may help with the issues that we have with parries not working completely as they should, and the opponents blocking our specials, whereas before patch 12.0 we were able to get a 5-hit combo and land that special, only for certain champions I've noticed that, but hopefully those are fixed. Something else that's pretty notable here is the Unstoppable buff for Juggernaut and Unstoppable Colossus. Seems like they're going to be changing the timing of that. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get that initial one hit in after their specials, which I'm going to miss. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping we're still able to get that one hit in first, because it adds kind of a risky element to the way those champions work, and if you're able to successfully land that hit, it actually makes the Unstoppable buff just a little bit less punishing. So I thought that was kind of cool, actually. I thought that was a really cool thing. Whether it was intended or not, I'm hoping that it stays. They're also changing Deep Wounds for Nightcrawler. They're returning it back to the pre 12.0. I don't think it was ever intended for Deep Wounds to work with Nightcrawler. Kind of made his damage a little bit insane, and he's already such a strong champion as it is before that, so they are kind of killing that about him. And everything else here you guys can kind of just read for yourself. There's nothing else too crazy here, just some good bug fixes all around. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Take care.